Guy just showed up, started staying, tearing up my house, filling it full of crap, rummaging through the neighbors' garages.
Did the plaintiff have a lease with the defendant at any point?
Nope.
In December, he gave me $200.
Did you give them a notice to vacate?
We remodeled the kitchen. Next day, I was served a notice to quit.
I'm afraid it's going to be a judgment for the defendant, and here's a reason, and you're not going to like it.
Quick question. When is a squatter not actually a squatter? Answer: when he offers you money and you take it. Make no mistake about this case, though. This guy was a squatter in every sense of the word until this Abuelita made that mistake. Be that as it may, that's not the mistake that cost her. Let's warmers.
All right. Hi, Judge.
Good afternoon, Ms. Acosta. Thank you. All right. Now, do I have anyone here on behalf of the defendant? Do I have someone first for Kenneth Chandler? How about do I have anyone on behalf of Joseph Jimenez?
President.
Good afternoon, Mr. Jimenez. Thank you for being here.
Good afternoon.
All right. Mr. Acosta, please tell
Yes.
me why the conviction is filed.
Okay. My name is Diana Lewis. I'm Lupin Rapalita's daughter. Okay. The petition for Jimenez was filed on, his was on
The notice.
January the 3rd.
Okay. What's the reason you're seeking to evict the defendants?
The guy just showed up, started staying, got a handful of people that are just staying at the house and tearing up my house, filling it full of crap, rummaging through the neighbors' garages, rummaging through the maintenance guy's truck that I sent over there to, just troubles.
Ms. Acosta. Ms. Acosta.
Yes. Sorry.
Did the plaintiff have a lease with the defendant at any point?
Nope.
No lease. All right. Do you know how the defendant came to have possession of the property?
My nephew, who is, he's troubled. He has mental issues. He's been in prison. My parents put him in one of their houses.
Ms. Acosta, I don't care about your nephew's history. I just need to know how did the defendant get into the property?
They just showed up. They just showed up. They met Brandon on the street and they just showed up. I mean, from what I gather from my nephew and from them, they just showed up and started staying.
So your nephew is who gave them access?
I guess, Judge, he leaves the door open, so whoever wants to come in comes in. I can't get him. We're going to get him out as well.
Okay, so Ms. Acosta, if I understand correctly, what you're saying on behalf of the plaintiff is that the defendants are not tenants and they've never had a lease.
They have never had a lease. I think in November or December, because they were just staying there. More people were showing up. My mom did tell him that if he wanted to stay, that he could pay $400. That would at least pay for the utilities. And I think in November or the beginning of December, he gave Mom $200. And that has been it.
Well, now that's a lease.
Okay.
Right. So let's get the story accurate and avoid any sort of emotional story, right? The defendants at some point came over and began staying at a unit that is owned by Miss Acosta, correct?
Yes.
Does Miss Acosta live there too?
Nope.
Okay. So this is a completely separate place from her.
Yes.
All right. Now, when, to your knowledge, or does Miss Acosta know, when did the defendants first come and start staying at this property?
When did they start staying? Like November?
Probably in October, November.
October, November.
All right, sometime in October. All right. Now, did Miss Acosta tell them to leave?
Yes.
Lots of times.
In October, did you tell them you don't have permission to be here?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and they stayed.
Yes.
Did there come a point where you agreed to accept money for rent?
Well, in December, he gave me $200. But he kept telling me that he was going to pay and that he was going to pay and this and that. And he just
What was he going to, Miss Acosta, what was he going to pay?
$400 a month.
So that was the agreement for rent.
Yes.
Then that's a lease. Got
Okay.
it. Have a lease. So they're not squatters. They're not just random people. You knew they moved in and then you agreed to let them stay for $400 a month. If you didn't pay, that's a different story. Okay. So we have a lease with an agreement of $400 per month. All right, Miss Acosta, after y'all agreed that he could pay $400 a month, did he pay $400?
No.
How much did he pay?
$200
And when was that?
in December.
January 2nd.
No, it wasn't
Mr.
January.
Jimenez,
Sorry,
you speak out loud. I'll be honest, you telling me you paid in January does not help your situation.
I know that, man. Sorry about
All
that.
right, so just be quiet. Ms. Acosta, you said he gave you $200 in December?
Yes.
All right, so he agreed in November to pay 400, but did not. And
No.
then in December, he only gave you half the rent.
Yes.
Who gave you the $200? Was it Mr. Jimenez or his counterpart?
No, he's Mr. Jimenez.
So he gave you $200, but his roommate didn't give you anything.
No, nothing. Not a nickel.
All right. All right. Only paid $200. How about January? Has any rent been given to you for the month of January, Ms. Acosta?
No.
All right. Did you give them a notice to vacate?
Yes.
When was that?
Served Jimenez on January the 3rd. That's when I took the Texas notice to quit. And then we went to the court the following week and filed with the court. And then the constable served him.
Ms. Acosta, the notice to vacate that you provided the defendants, did it give them an opportunity to pay and cure?
Let me see. Yes, we asked for $400, and if payment was not made within 3 days, and that was on January the 3rd.
All right. Maybe my system is being very slow to pull up y'all's documents.
No,
Are you?
yeah,
With Odyssey?
pardon me?
Is Odyssey broken slow for you? I mean, it is.
Yeah, it
to
keeps
pull up.
spinning, and it took a long time to try to send the documents to you.
No, mine's been going fine actually. Let me see. Let me try opening a document.
All right, I'm gonna just share my screen. See this notice to quit. Joseph Jimenez, dated January 3rd. In accordance with the laws of the state of Texas, within 3 days of service, either paid cash to the undersigned landlord against the back due rentee. If payment is not made, you will be required to quit and deliver up the premises. All right, so pay or vacate. And Ms. Acosta, did the defendant make payment in full?
No, no.
All right, Mr. Jimenez.
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for being here. I understand Mr. Chandler's not here. All right, Ms. Acosta, after we've had a little bit of conversation, understand that it sounds like you and Mr. Chandler entered into a lease with Ms. Acosta for her premises at the rate of $400 a month. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello,
And this is December the 1st.
Mr. Chandler is here.
Mr. Chandler, are you here?
I'm here. I just couldn't be able to speak. I just found out how to unmute.
Oh, wonderful. Well, welcome. Good afternoon to you as well.
Thank you.
Mr. Chandler, Mr. Jimenez, is it correct that y'all had a lease and under the lease, the rent was $400 a month?
Ma'am. We came up with a verbal agreement where that paid up until halfway through December because we performed we remodeled the kitchen, painted everything, repainted, prepped, painted everything, and then we agreed that it would, for me and Chandler, it would pay up until the halfway through December, and then during that agreement, agreed that we would be painting the living room as well to pay for the rest of the year, and then on January 2nd is when that $400 payment would be due. And then January 2nd, I gave him $200. Next day, I was served a notice to quit.
All right. That's exactly as expected, right? So rent wasn't paid in full. They said, hey, pay or leave. Did y'all
Yeah.
finish paying off the rent?
I can. I have
Yes, I was also, I'm sorry.
The answer is no. Y'all did not pay or vacate by the deadline given in the letter.
Yeah, well, I was also filed on. They filed on the third day. I tried to actually give them payment, but they wouldn't.
Yeah, I did the same, and I said I had the whole payment, and then they also said that to keep your money, don't worry about it. We're gonna get you out of here, and that was it. I mean,
All right. Ms. Acosta?
Yes, ma'am.
Defendants say that they came on the final day to make payment in full, and that you refused to accept payment. Is that correct?
No, ma'am. They never have offered to pay in full. Never.
All right.
They're full of excuses.
no, you did say that. I'm sorry.
Mr.
No.
Chandler?
Chan-
Ms. Acosta?
Yes,
Bias. Mr. Chandler? Do
Yes,
you
ma'am.
have any proof that you attempted to make payment before the deadline?
Yeah, I also, my notes, but that same day, I mean, Joseph was there as well. I mean, the witness was there. I even told Brandon. I mean, I tried talking to him. I also tried meeting them outside the house, and and we were supposed to meet at a certain time, and they chose to go to the house first. You know what I'm saying? And after we had a meeting that we were supposed to meet at 2:00 at my job. So that's why I was going to give him the payment on it. And I told him I have the full payment. She said, don't worry about it. You're getting to me. And she just cut it short. And then also,
Mr. Chandler, if what you're saying to me is that they could have come up to my job and got the payment for the rent that I was already late on, that's not a defense here. Did you get the money in their hand by the end of the day?
Yeah, she told me, keep your money. Don't worry about it. She said,
The answer is no.
well, do because of what she said.
Ms. Acosta, did he call and arrange to make payment with you? Did you tell him to keep his money?
No, no,
he
ma'am.
hasn't paid a nickel.
Well, never mind.
No rent was paid for January.
Nope.
And I'm sorry. We also agreed that we was going to pay $100 a month,
A week.
a week. I'm sorry, $100 a week. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Mr. Jimenez, Mr. Chandler, did either of you pay $100 January 1st?
The payment was due on the 2nd, and I paid him $200 on the 2nd. I would be technically $100 all my dollars.
Mr. Jimenez,
Yes, ma'am.
you paid rent January 2nd.
Yes, ma'am.
How did you make that payment?
It was cash payment.
Who'd you give the cash to?
Roughly, Mr. Abuelita.
Who's that?
That's Miss Acosta.
Owner,
In red, Ms. Acosta?
ma'am.
Yes,
I'm identifying her. And that's in red.
yes.
Ms. Acosta, Mr. Jimenez, under oath, is telling me that he gave you $200 on January 2nd. Did you receive money from him January 2nd?
It was in December.
Mr. Jimenez, is there a chance that there's a confusion between you?
I don't confuse money or numbers.
What proof do you have?
I have,
Give me the description of how that happened on the 2nd.
as of that date, to show that date,
Yeah, like how'd you pay her on the 2nd? Did you give her cash? Did you give her a check?
clear cash. But the only, I asked for a receipt as well, and I just got a text message just to confirm that.
Do you have a text message?
I think I have it from Miss Diane, their aunt.
Who's Miss Diane?
That's me.
All right. Miss
Yeah,
Diane?
and he had asked me to send it to him. I sent it to him. I don't know what day I sent him.
Listen, what did you send him?
I think when he asked me to, I just tell him that yes, that he had given Mom $200, but I didn't put down the date because I didn't know what date he'd given it. One of the days that I went to the house to check.
Okay.
I have a
right.
text message that says received $200. It was dated January 3rd, the day after when I was served the notice to quit.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Okay.
I have a text message.
Ultimately, when I look at these things, Ms. Acosta, I'm afraid it's going to be a judgment for the defendant. And here's a reason, and you're not going to like it. Your notice to vacate, you filed one day too soon.
Too early.
That's 100% correct. Mr. Jimenez raised that issue, and he's right. The notice to vacate, I'm going to say that it's valid because it tells him to pay or vacate, right? But you gave him 3 days, and the third day would have ended at the end of the 6th. You can't file it on that date. You filed one day too soon. So keep that in mind if you wish to pursue this again against Mr. Chandler, Mr. Jimenez, assuming that things don't otherwise work out. Also, be very important, y'all. This is for all the parties. The timing is very different now. You cannot include the day you send it, and if it ends on a Saturday or a holiday, they get an extra time. So
Okay.
look, this is a
working
huge
business.
change.
So it's working.
Judge, I do have a deal. Judge, we served Chandler on the 31st. That guy has never paid a penny of the $400 for his room rent. So it's why is he protected?
Because the statute requires that you give them 3 days. And so when you gave them that notice, it ended on the end of the 6th. You can't file the suit the same day. You had to file on the 7th.
Okay, but
Timing issue, Ms. Acosta. And
is that for Chandler since he was served on the 31st?
no, it's for both of them. You filed the lawsuit 1 day too soon, and there's no way to cure that.
Even for Chandler?
Correct, because they both had the same lease. You both gave them the same notice to vacate. You cannot distinguish between the two. They are one and the same.
Okay.
You
All right.
can do this again. Please go and take a look at the new laws, though, regarding giving notice, what you need to do for that. And then, Mr. Jimenez, Mr. Chandler, if you move, you'll avoid an eviction potentially. But you could also talk to Ms. Acosta. Maybe I'll come up with some new agreement. All right.
So as far as payment, if they decided to accept, should we accept that
I
agreement?
can't give you that. That's
Okay.
not good advice, right?
Okay,
Y'all. Best of luck to all parties. Please
Judge,
get on
Judge,
the website, okay?
Judge,
Yes, Mr. Acosta.
what should I do about all of the stuff that they bring into the house and into the yard that, they have a ton of bike frames. They take the tires
Mr.
off.
Acosta, I can't answer that. That
Okay.
would literally be legal advice as to how you might take action against a tenant.
Okay.
Please contact the apartment association. They probably have some information.
It's not an apartment, it's a home.
I know that, but they have a lot of information on their website about renting in general that might be useful to you. Okay, any and all landlord agencies.
Okay, I will go file more paperwork. Thank you.
All right, good luck to everyone. I really appreciate it. Thank you all very, very much.
Thanks,
Y'all
ma'am.
have a better day. Okay, thank you.
Have a good day.
All right.
Okay, so we're gonna go file on them again. I'm gonna call the lawyer.
Okay.
All right.